Peggy Reyes from the Branson International Film Festival, and I am here today with Dale Green, and we are going to do a little interview with him today. He came to our film festival here in Branson, April of 2021, and we got to meet him and hang out with him for a few days and had a great time. And so we wanted to make sure that we got to introduce him to you and have him talk a little bit about who he is and what he does, and some projects that he has worked on, and then what we might see in the future from Dale. So welcome, Dale. Thank you so much for allowing me to take up some of your time this evening and pick your brain and allow us to get to know you a little bit.
That's great.
So thank you.
Thank you.
So I do have a couple of things I'm going to read, and then I'll ask some questions to you.
Okay.
Just give a little introduction to Dale. So Dale is the writer of Secrets of the Black Forest, a story that tells of a sinless civilization with eternal life who is willing to risk it all when they disobey God's one simple commandment. So we want to know, inquiring minds want to know, where did you come up with this idea for this story?
When I was a kid, there was a comic book track that was out, and it told the story. The pictures told the story about people who lived on an island who were sin-free, and something like a bomb overhead burst, and germs and sin rained down on them, and it changed their lives. And for some reason, it stuck with me. And 30-some years later, I thought I'd make it more of an accountability, a question of choice, because those people in the comic book didn't have a choice. I wanted someone to make the wrong decision, like Adam and Eve did.
Yeah.
And I extrapolated on that, and I made it longer, and I introduced a climax that is very big on special effects and CGI. But it's an epic adventure. It's like a Christian fantasy.
Yeah. Awesome. And so you got to present that at the film festival for us. And I think that there was a lot of interest in, they want to know more.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to pitch it. Yeah, and they seemed to be interested. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you written the whole story out, or is it just in a concept mode at the moment?
No, it's a feature-length script, and it's completed. It's won several awards so far, and
excellent.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, but I just feel like the right door is not opened yet, and the timing is not right yet. But because, Peggy, here's my problem. I have this big, active imagination, and it's hard to tone it down. Everything is so big, special effects and CGI, and it costs a lot of money, and no one has the risk for an unknown writer with this big, expensive film.
Yeah,
it's a gospel message disguised as a summer blockbuster event film, and when the time is right, it will be done.
Yeah. Now, have you written anything else? Any short stories or any other things that you've written, or is this your one project that you've really written?
No, I also have a political thriller that's won a few awards. I guess I should tell you the premise, but I'm going to read my cue card here. So
please do.
When an introverted Smithsonian researcher discovers a 160-year-old map that reveals a secret tunnel beneath the White House, his private world explodes with espionage and danger, forcing him to confront his own secret past. And that started out as a dream inspired that. What happens is when this guy finds the map, it falls into the hands of the Secret Service. They do their own investigation, and they find in the green room behind the fireplace, there's a trap door which goes to a tunnel. At collapse, there's a cave-in, and there's 3 bodies that had been sitting there for 160 years. One of the bodies is determined forensically to be Abraham Lincoln. And it goes on from there.
So, nice.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would like.
Yeah,
that story
well, I
sounds
hope
like
so.
something that I would like. Yeah, for sure. So, when you came to the Branson Film Festival, um, I know this was the first time that I had met you, so I think this was the first time you had come to
It
our
was my second
festival.
time. Second
Oh,
time.
okay.
Mm.
Okay. And so, when you came, how would you portray the first year that you came versus 2021?
You want me to compare the festival, you mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh. So let everybody know like the differences between the festival and what you as a writer, how you felt about being there, and then
Mhm.
something that maybe there was an introduction or something like that for you going forward.
What you're setting over there in Branson is ideal for networking. It's perfect, and it's very conducive to people being laid back and being themselves, and not having to worry about what people think or who knows who. And I liked it a lot for the Christ-like atmosphere that was there. You know, like leading in prayer, and I just felt the whole thing was a Christian gathering, and you could feel the difference, I guess. Um, and it was every year I go. It's been twice now. It's been more
Yeah.
organized and bigger and more exciting, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yay, yay. Well, that's our hope is, education and then making those connections
Yeah,
for people. And, everybody comes at different levels of their craft.
definitely.
And so, it was awesome to be able to bring people together of like-minded in their faith, and then also, in this genre or, the film industry itself, and coming together and um, being able to move forward, I guess, with
Yeah.
your project. So we are honored when people make those connections and be able to do that. So we appreciate you coming and sharing your story. And so you had mentioned that this story that you had written, the Secrets of the Black Forest, um, has that gone to other places as well, as far as
Other
film
festival,
festivals?
other
Mm-hmm.
film, yes, other film festivals, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I've won 6 first place prizes, which is I think it's a godsend because
Yes.
uh, God has done more for my career in the last 4 years than I did by myself for the don't do the math 40 years previous
Yeah.
because my
So you're
motive has changed.
44. You're
Yeah,
44.
I
Yeah.
started writing instantly from the move from the room. Yeah,
Right.
and also there's some, I guess I can say there's something that is encouraging going on in the background uh, at Orlando Festival this year. After attending yours, there
Yeah.
was a pitch session, and I pitched that political thriller. By the way, it's called Past Tense, the one about Lincoln.
Uh-huh.
And one of the judges there, one of the pitchers, the producers, asked me to send it to her. And right now, she's sending it to her team. And I've been getting encouraging emails that everybody on her team likes it. One guy was emphatically liked it. I
Yeah.
think my drawback is that it's far too expensive, but the story is there and the premise is there.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the right door to open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, and I think that's, the whole premise of the film festivals themselves,
Mhm.
is getting that exposure with your project, and then also, with other people. And well, I have this guy or this girl needs to hear that, or, something like that. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's a God thing, I think, when we run into these relationships
Amen.
with people, and the Holy Spirit, obviously, we're praying that God's going to use our projects for His glory first and foremost, and then be able to put out a good product. So
Well put. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, would you say what inspires you as a writer?
I can't wait to get to the keyboard. I mean, it's so exciting. My head is always creating and imagining and reimagining, and I've been that way since I was a kid. I just nothing inspires me except for the desire to write. It's in my head. I got to get it out of my head, onto my fingers, onto the keyboard, and I look at it on the screen, and I'm almost there. It's like that's almost a closure. That's almost like all there is to it. But the nirvana is seeing it on the big screen, and that's
Yeah,
I pray that's yet to come.
right. So do you wake up in the middle of the night with these ideas and have a pad and pen next to your bed or
Sometimes, yeah.
recorder?
No, that's a good one. I was a letter
Yeah.
carrier for 20 some years, and I would be on my route, and I can't tell you how many times I had to stop, get a scrap of paper, write down an idea, and I stuck it in my satchel with all the mail. And I get home, I'd tip it upside down and get all the notes out and try to make order of it. Yeah.
That's awesome. And everybody's brain works differently, right? And obviously God's given you a creative mind to be able to do that, because I am not a writer, and sometimes I can't even think of the right words to say. So when I'm speaking, I think that is a wonderful gift that God has given you, and you're using it for His glory. So that's even better. Are you going to be working on anything here locally?
Can you get an example of what you mean?
So are you
Locally?
Yeah, so like locally here in, say, Southwest Missouri, are you working on anything here in particular with any of your stories?
There's another script that I've started writing, and it's a lot simpler and smaller in budget. And it could be filmed here. It's supposed to take place in Indiana, but we can sure double for that here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
And also, I intend to retire next year. It'll be like 40, 41 years at the post office. And I would like to start acting if that should come up. So if anything comes up in this area for that, I can write and do some acting if the Lord should open that door.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So Deborah needs to know that, and Dukon William needs to know that, and all those peeps, that we just are here locally, because there's so much here locally.
Oh, yeah.
To tap into it. It's just a matter of making those connections. So hopefully we are able to do some of that for you. And then this interview is going to go in our newsletter that gets emailed out. So if you're not a part of that, I think you are, but if you're not, if you go to our website, bransonfilmfestival.com,
okay.
There you can put in your email, and then you'll get signed up for the newsletter. So these interviews that I'm doing are going to go into our newsletter, and then it'll be a YouTube video. So it'll be on our YouTube channel, and also on YouTube. So feel free to share that as well with others, so that they can know about you and your story concepts, because who knows, what it'll lead to.
That's right.
Where can people connect with you to follow your work?
On Facebook, there's a page called DNG Productions, Dale Norman Green Productions, and that's where I put most of my stuff, the highlights of what I'm doing. Or you can go on an email. The email is Dale, the letter N, Sherryl, SHERYL, @gmail.com.
Okay.
Or you can catch me at the Cape Fair Post Office where I work.
Okay. All right. So those of you who want to keep in contact with Dale, and maybe you have a connection for him that he hasn't ran into yet, and these story concepts sound really great, and somebody who, they would love it, then he would love to hear from you. So you can email him, or you can catch him on, if you said your website. So say those two things again.
Well, it wasn't actually a website. It's a Facebook page,
Sorry,
DNG Productions.
DNG. So
DNG.
D is in David, NG Productions on Facebook or his email. Perfect. And we just want to say thank you so much for participating in the festival this last year. It's our 5-year anniversary next year, so we hope that you and Cheryl will be able to come next April to our 5-year anniversary. We'll probably have some special things to celebrate our 5-year anniversary, and we would love for you guys to be there again. And you know, who knows what Deborah's got up her sleeve. She's pretty creative as well. So I just tag along on her shirt tails.
Yeah, she's a genius, and you are too.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a lot of fun.
I'm glad you're there.
Yeah, thank you. And so I just want to again thank you so much for sharing with us today. And for those of you out there, make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and that you go to our website to get signed up for that newsletter so you can keep in contact with us and everything Branson Film Festival. We will be getting information out soon about what's happening at our festival for the 5-year anniversary, April of 2022, and tickets will be on sale for that here soon as well. So again, thank you so much, Dale, and we appreciate you sharing your creativity with us.
Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.